A big third-party game is coming to Switch soon, and with any luck, they will actually release the game. They won't break our hearts, like Doom Eternal did last year. Still salty about that one. Bethesda. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from Switch Force, and we now have confirmation that The Outer Worlds, a much-anticipated, surprise out of nowhere coming to Switch title, has a release date. It's coming on March the 6th. For $60. Now, it's not day and date, but it's only a couple months delay, and I think this is a really important get for Switch, because it is a big, bold, open-world title, and not one from a generation ago, not one from many years ago, one that came out holiday 2019. It's a pretty darn good game from Private Division. It does the whole Fallout thing very well without the Fallout IP, although I personally think that the post-apocalyptic wasteland's a bit more interesting than this spacefaring world they've crafted. It does retain the very clever writing. It's got cool characters, a whole bunch of companions, tons of missions, and will be super fun to take on the go, provided that the port experience is sound and does work really well without too much loading. I will say that the combat got a little repetitive and easy for me as time went on, so I lost interest, but I think this is a huge win for Switch, and I'm super happy with a Q1 date. Let's take a peek at the game back when I played it at launch. Ooh, look at that, calling in for a crazy overload.
You're going down!
Dude, that's pretty sweet. I didn't even know that was a thing. Good deal. That's how you get the job done, my dudes. Look at these guys go.
Don't let up! Parvati's hurt!
Oh god, Parvati is down. Dude, this guy means business. So what do you guys think? Are you going to pick up The Outer Worlds on Switch? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. Of course, it comes with the full price tag. That's to be expected. March 6th, I think, is a good date. Here's the kicker. If you want the physical version, there's no cartridge. This game was almost 40 gigs on other platforms, so it kind of makes sense, but the retail release of The Outer Worlds on Switch will come with an empty box and a download code, which seems to really irritate a lot of Switch collectors. For me personally, I think it's kind of best of both worlds, because I get my box for my shelf and I get my digital code, so the game is always on my system, which works out really nicely for me. But if you do want a cart, you're not going to get it. The bigger Switch carts, when will they come out? I do not know, but this one sure is not seeing a little lickable piece of plastic. There's a couple other third-party games releasing this year that we know about, big multi-platform titles, but The Outer Worlds is the first to really hit because Doom Eternal doesn't have a date. It's supposed to come out March 20th. Elsewhere, not coming out March 20th on Switch. For all we know, it's a couple-month delay, a 6-month delay. Maybe it's even a holiday 2020 title. I'm very confident Bethesda will release a proficient port of Doom Eternal, and the game looks amazing based on recent previews, so I'm still excited, but it's so sad that it's not day and date. The other third-party stuff on my radar is Persona 5 Scramble, which has no US date. It's releasing in Japan in February, but no date. I'm sure it'll come. It's just when, how much of a gap. And then LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga, which should be an afterthought given how many LEGO titles are on Switch, and this is just a retread of Star Wars LEGO once again. But I promise you, this one levels things up. It was one of my hidden gems from E3 2019. I was super impressed with the demo because it really opens up the LEGO Star Wars games into much more of an open world styling. Bigger, better world, really nice graphics, and every single character can dance. Plus, I really just want to play Babu Frick and Baby Yoda on Switch, and this is going to be our chance or opportunity. If they do not get both of those characters in little tiny brick-by-brick form in the game, they've made a massive mistake, and I will not buy it. But as long as they give me my 2 new favorite Star Wars characters, then this one should be good. And honestly, I think it will be day and date. Traveler's Tales has a long history with the Switch. You know, tons of their games are on the platform. So I think they'll be able to make this one work, unless the more powerful graphics and the new system and the new gameplay prevents them from porting efficiently and quickly, and it is delayed. It's a weird situation because third-party games just, they've never really hit huge on Switch. We're always so grateful and so excited when one does release, but it seems like maybe the gap is going to get even more massive because of next gen. We've got the new consoles coming later this fall, and if Switch does not release a Switch Pro iteration, then it may be more and more months, or maybe they just never come. So let's enjoy The Outer Worlds when it does release. I think a couple month gap is, again, very good. it's a big game. I don't know how much of a splash it's going to make. We see Pokemon selling like crazy. We see Luigi's Mansion 3 succeeding. We see Mario Kart just being the Gigatron of games. I think Outer Worlds could do really well on Switch if people give it a chance, especially with Doom Eternal out there a ways in the distance. Who knows when. Nintendo will probably have a Direct before Outer Worlds, so maybe we'll know more third-party stuff, but I could see this sort of being the tentpole third-party title for the first half of 2020 for Switch, and I'm very eager to see how well it works, how well it plays, and honestly, I will play the thing again on the platform, just because I think it's so cool to take a very recent open world title on the go. For some reason, it doesn't impress me as much to take Skyrim on the go. Like, I've played Skyrim on so many platforms, it's kind of lost its luster. Witcher 3 impressed the heck out of tons of people, and I know was a really solid adventure on the Switch, so hey, let's see what this one can do. Let me know in the comments down below if you're going to pick up the Outer Worlds, or if there's any other third-party games you're really looking forward to or hope hit Nintendo Switch. I gave you 3 in Doom Eternal, Lego Star Wars, Skywalker Saga, Persona 5, Scramble. Are there any others that you have on your radar? Let me know in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll definitely be covering Outer Worlds once it does hit in about a month and change. Until the time, though, thanks again. Switch Force out.